love the contrast of the distorted rhythm guitar and then the little solo parts that came in that were very crisp and
Hmm.
and clean almost. I love that contrast too.
Yeah, I like
Um,
when they do that
it
too.
just all works, and it's just you get on like a riverboat, and it's not going crashing down the rapids. It's almost just
Right.
going streaming, and it's moving down, and you're on it. And before you know it, you're at the next port, and you get
Yeah.
off like, okay, that was pretty cool. That was nice. Yeah, yeah. So
I
how'd you like
haven't
that?
heard one of your metaphors in a while. Hey, welcome back to Into the Music. My name is Chris. I'm here with my buddy Greg, and Greg's got something for us to listen to. I'll be reacting to it for the first time. So, what you got, man?
So this is one off my own list, and this is a band called Wooden Ships, and the name of the song is These Shadows.
These
These
shadows.
shadows,
Okay.
yes. Not those
Okay.
shadows or that shadow, but these shadows.
Okay.
So
Got
yeah.
shadows narrowed down. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so go take those shadows and go check them out and come on back and let me know.
Okay.
Hey, man, I see
Hey,
you back.
I am.
What'd you think about the song?
Um, when I when the vocals started, I was like, well, those vocals are pretty low volume, man. I would imagine they're going to increase in volume, and they never did. But as the song went on, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it, I get it. Everything just kind of worked together, and the vocals, I guess, weren't meant to stand above the other, to take, the spotlight. Um, and when I when I got to the end of the song, I thought, I know we said this about other songs before, but I think it's been a while since I've said this about a song where it got to the end really quickly, in my perception. And really, it was just such a free flowing kind of feel to it, that I guess I got a little lost in it. Just very mellow
I think
and
that's a good thing.
relax. It's all a good thing. Yeah. Everything
It's
I'm
a
saying about it.
5 minute song. It's a 5 minute and
I think it's
couple
more.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
five,
A little
five,
more.
5 plus. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it does. Yeah,
And I
it.
was just like, oh, okay. It was almost like I was like, okay, and now I'm finally into it, and then it pretty much ended.
And
So that's always a good sign, I think.
very astute, man. Spot on about the vocals. I was almost like the same thing. It's like, okay,
I don't even know what they were singing.
because that's
It
the
didn't
thing.
matter for me because it was just the voice was another instrument.
If you look up the lyrics on Genius and other places, they don't really add up to anything. Not really.
Okay,
And
just
the
very
words, the way
melodramatic.
they're actually pieced together, unless
Uh,
people are guessing, I can't imagine
yeah.
that they were
Is
actually
it?
written by the guy. It's almost as though they don't really know fully what he's saying. They're getting certain
So it
words.
was just like imagery and stuff.
I think I don't know if this is what he intended, but to me, it's a pretty cool idea. If this was really his idea of saying, "Hey, man, I got something catchy. I have I have the cadence, I have the melody of the verses, the way I'm gonna sing it. It's pretty cool. I loved it. Um, da 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 da. And then the music lets the music. It's just I loved it. I loved the melody. I loved the way the words were sung, right? And to that, but it's almost like you guys put your own words to it.
Mhm,
You create your own story. I mean,
mhm.
I've listened to it now 1,000 times. I love it. And it's like I actually find myself sort of singing my own words, putting in sort of
Okay. So it
and
could have been an instrumental, and the lyrics, the vocals could have been done on another instrument and be just as
yeah,
good.
I think that they were probably messing around and they got into a really cool vibe
Mhm.
and that beat from the beginning, it was steady, that distorted guitar. Um, there's an
Yeah,
acoustic in there too. That if you're paying attention, there's an acoustic that is
I do have to hear it
it's
again.
it sounds light because you got that distorted electric, but it's purposeful because I think there's a foundation there, and it's like it's
Okay.
basically holding and keeping everything moving too. It's really cool. Yeah, the few times I had that luxury, you didn't. Um, and I love the contrast. I know this is like your reaction. I'll shut up, but I
No,
love
no,
the
no, no. Like I said, I had to listen to it
I
again
you could tell how
to get
stoked I
deep
am about
into
it.
it. So, yeah.
I love the contrast of the distorted rhythm guitar and then the little solo parts that came in that were very crisp and
Hmm.
and clean almost. I love that contrast too.
Yeah, I like
Um,
when they do that
it
too.
just all works, and it's just you get on like a riverboat, and it's not going crashing down the rapids. It's almost just
Right.
going streaming, and it's moving down, and you're on it. And before you know it, you're at the next port, and you get
Yeah.
off like, okay, that was pretty cool. That was nice. Yeah, yeah. So
I
how'd you like
haven't
that?
heard one of your metaphors in a while.
Huh? So this band, they formed in 2006. They're natives of San Francisco, I believe, every one of them, all four. And they are still around present day.
Okay.
And they haven't done anything since 2018 as far as touring. I think a lot of bands can say that too.
Well, all right.
This is off their 2013 and fourth studio album called Back to Land.
Back to
And
land.
Back to Land,
Okay.
yes. Uh,
They are wooden ships. So.
my understanding, well, that's the thing. So San Francisco, the water, the ports, they actually moved the two of the band members, the guitarist Eric Ripley Johnson. That's his nickname, Ripley. And they really call him Ripley. Eric Ripley Johnson, guitarist, and drummer Oman Asan Newton. So both those guys moved from San Francisco to Portland, Oregon, and that's where they recorded the first studio album of theirs, recorded outside of San Francisco. So
Okay.
maybe back to land, maybe they were kind of moving away from the water, and then sort of, I wonder. Um, and yeah, so
Well,
Wiki,
isn't Portland on the coast?
yeah, but
No.
maybe you can, um, yeah, right, yeah, maybe that, yeah. I
I'm
I
just getting
wonder how much on the coast.
approximating.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey man, I'm just guessing.
Okay, this is not a geography channel, I guess.
And Wiki describes them as like psychedelic rock and minimalism.
Okay.
And
And
when you think
minimalism?
about and minimalism, so there was like a
Yeah.
minimalist type of sound, really sort of pull back.
Right.
I've listened to other stuff too, and it's very sort of consistent with that. They don't put too much in, but they got
Right.
these catchy rhythms.
Hmm.
Very melodic, but not melodic anything like pop or mainstream. It's just their own
Hmm.
thing. So I'm really excited to give you some more stuff from them.
Okay.
And yeah, yeah, they actually, and I found out about them because I went down sort of this rabbit hole with this group called Suicide. I know it sounds like suicide,
That's
but
up.
but they were kind of groundbreaking for a lot of other bands, shoegaze and stuff like that. My understand, and they were from a long time ago and stuff. And then from there, found out about these guys. So
Okay.
I got a lot of, as we start to get back to some of our own stuff, man. I got a lot of stuff I discovered over the last few months.
Apparently, yeah.
So excited. Yeah, cool. So
I
go
got a
ahead,
lot of
man.
old shit. I got a lot of old shit for you.
That's something old, borrowed, and new, right? Is it new?
Something
Borrowed?
old, something new, something borrowed, something
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Somebody getting married?
I'm Mangler. All right. You want to put a bow on this and you take it out?
Yeah.
Would
All
this
right,
make your
man.
playlist right now, or would you have to listen to it again?
I have to listen to it again.
Okay.
I think it would. It would like I'd have to. I have I have some playlists called like Mellow One, Mellow Two, and so I'll put in one of those.
All right,
It's
cool.
mellow, right? I mean,
You know,
the vibe.
yeah, but there's a vibe. I wouldn't think like mellow, like we think of some of the groups that we know,
No,
like
it's not
mellow.
like. Well, it's kind of psychedelic, so it's not like easy listening.
And he's got a couple of like solo interlude things where like, especially the last one, he puts a little more bite into that one. So it
But
picks it up.
overall,
Oh, it's definitely a groove. It's a vibe. You definitely chill out, a glass of brandy or something like that. Something you kick up, and you just lean back, man. You lay back and you let the song take you wherever you want it to take you.
mhm,
Yeah, cool. All right.
that type, yes.
As long as it gets taken to a playlist at some point. Um,
Oh, okay,
or not.
gotcha.
That's okay. All right.
Okay,
You want me
all
to take
right.
us out? I think I'm on just
Yeah,
rambling and
sure,
roll.
sure.
And I'm saying, Chris,
You're
have a
on a
good rest
roll.
of the day. And to everyone
Okay.
out there, we wish you wish you a
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
a merry day. And we'll see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.
See you.